I'm sure there's a great many people out there who would, given the chance to start their own YouTube channel, think of 1,000 better things than I can think of in order to start their channel. And what I mean by that is I literally got nothing. I decided that I'll just kind of talk a little bit about myself, give a heads up about who I am, and if anyone enjoys just hearing me ramble on about nonsense, then good news, because this is going to be one of those story time animations, and there'll be a lot more of that coming. So, my name is Rain Spider, though in this channel I'm going to be going by Story Spider because, frankly speaking, I've already got a different YouTube channel, which I will plug in here because I am a hardcore sellout, and frankly speaking, I have no qualms about plugging in my other channel already on the first channel here. But basically, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, something that I feel a lot of us can agree with, is the level of cringe that happens when we're in middle school. And what I mean by that is I find it kind of ironic how a lot of people not only are first introduced to the internet, at least in its entirety, when they're in middle school, which in turn brings in a lot of things such as creating monikers or handles or whatever you would call them, Xbox gamer tags. So, in other words, we're left with the beautiful wonders of a cringy middle school mind trying to come up with the absolute coolest title we could ever come up with. For some people, that's something as radical as Insane Flame 27, or other times you might see the super hilarious ones with things like 69, Scavenger Boy 69. But the biggest thing that I find that I would say is the most true cringe factor about a lot of these names is, truth be told, I think a lot of us, at least for myself, when we create these names, these little monikers, we take pride in them. I feel like there's a very seldom that you find little middle schoolers who think, oh man, this isn't that good, but I'll just stick around with it. Usually it's something where you actually feel pride, like, oh yeah, dude, I came up with the coolest name yesterday. It's Insane Flame. And everyone's just like, oh man, Insane Flame is so cool. But realistically, most people are like,
that's not cool. You should hear mine. It's XX 360 no scope XX. It's so much cooler than yours.
And a lot of time you'll reflect on it and realize, what did I do to ever think that in the past this would be an acceptable name? See, the only reason I bring this up is my moniker has the name Spider in it. And given the fact that apparently people associate the fact that you have Spider in your name with being something unwanted, I have to say it's kind of weird. I really do wonder if Stan Lee had the same problem when he released Spider-Man. I feel like it's just crazy to me to think that Spider-Man is so popular, and you say Spider-Man and no one bats an eye, but you say Rain Spider or Game Spider or Story Spider and everyone's gonna be like, ew, spiders, that's gross. You're gross. Your stories are gross. You're ugly. Get away from me. But in reality, we just got to kind of grin and bear it, deal with what we're given, and that's kind of where I'm at. So I just decided to stick around with what I have. Thus, Rain Spider was born. And because I've been told through my Twitch channel that I have a voice for radio and I might be good at this, I decided I'd try and take a step into this wonderful world of storytime animations. I'm pretty good at rambling, and that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing here, is rambling at you and throwing in little, I don't know, visuals here and there, and hoping for the best. But anyway, that's my channel in a nutshell, at least what I'm planning on doing with it. I'll have a lot more stories that'll be in depth with a lot bigger things and more dramatic effects in the future, but for the most part, I figure this is just a nice little warm-up intro, a nice little about 5-minute video or so to hopefully, kick things off just right. Anyway, if there's anything that you want to say to me, feel free to say it to me in my Twitch channel. I'll put a link in the description below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching my first video. You guys are the best, and I hope to see you guys again in the future. Goodbye.